Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Luke Tolley. Today I welcome you to my Father's Day special video. So for Father's Day I decided to make an illustration based on the new movie that we've all been waiting for 14 whole years, The Incredibles 2. I basically made Mr. Incredible with his children, having Mr. Incredible tend to all three, Dash asking for helping with his homework, taking care of little Jack as he eats his little cookie. And Violet, I like the part in which she gave him that little cup of coffee. I thought it was really cute of her. So I decided to add something like that into the illustration as well. Now that that's out of the way, I just want to say I feel like fathers sometimes get a bit underrated compared to the mother. Like, moms are great. You'd be nothing without your mom, but you wouldn't be anything without your father either. And the father always is a big part of someone's, I won't say childhood, more like entire life. In some cases in which the mother is the easiest to talk to or ask something from, sometimes it's the dad. For example, my dad, he is a very hardworking man. I really admire him. And he is, I can honestly say, he is the most supporting person on my art career. I want to say he's the one who supports me the most in art. My mother supports me as well, but my dad is a whole nother level. He always shows interest whenever I do something about art. Even if I don't directly show it to him, he will show some interest, like asking, what am I doing? What did I do with it? What am I doing in my video? Or stuff like that. And that's actually really motivating. Also, my dad can be very headstrong. And sometimes a bit, he can sometimes lose his temper. He's been working his entire life, literally, ever since he was like, I think 11, maybe younger. Because he lived in a time where even the young kids had to start working to get some money. And not money for just themselves, for the entire family as well. My dad and I hold a pretty good relationship right now, though we sometimes get on each other's nerves occasionally. But what father and son doesn't, honestly? I am pretty sure that everyone who sees this video has had at least one feud with their father. Or more, not just one, there has to be more. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments. Also, my dad is always there when I'm in need, and any kind of need. When I needed money, he offered me to work with him sometimes to be able to pay for my needs. And that's something I really appreciate of him. Not only did he get me... Well, he basically just showed me the big responsibility of having a job. Even though if it wasn't technically a full-time or even part-time job, he just asked me for help in a job that would sometimes take from 1 to 3 days. And that's not much, but at least it shows me what he goes through literally every single day. And when you think about it, it's actually really impressive. Even with our ups and downs, I feel a close bond to my dad. We keep good communication, and we rarely even have feuds, way less than we used to. I always try to show appreciation for all the work he's been doing to keep us under a roof our entire lives. My dad can sometimes be salty about being the only one that brings money to the house. Like, he's the only one producing the money, but I understand. I don't really blame him. He does work a lot. He works almost every day of the week. And even if I don't yet have a paying job, I like to maybe sometimes give him a hand at his work. He asks me for help, I give it to him. Most times. There are times that I cannot do it because I have something else to do. And he understands that, but I always try to make time for him whenever he needs help. Now, I will admit, when I first started working with my dad every now and then, I sometimes didn't like doing it. Sometimes I didn't want it. Sometimes I would actually whine because my mom would make me go. But to be honest, some of those times were actually the best experiences of my youth. I learned a lot of things about his job. My dad does a lot of things He's mainly a technician for air conditioning, but he does so much more. He could be he's basically a handyman without a certificate. He does a really good job. We do not need a plumber or a mechanic in the house because he knows how to do it all. He learned all that on his own. Of course, he has a few friends and acquaintances who he gets some tips on. Now that I think about it, maybe I got my skill of self-teaching from him. That would explain a lot. If you made it this far, I would like to thank you for taking your time to listen and watch this video. I wish a happy Father's Day to all of you fathers watching, all of your fathers that are not watching. And if you're interested, I also have a Mother's Day special video based on the popular series Steven Universe, where I do a collab with a very close friend of mine, Jill Gummy Bear from Twitter. I'll put the link to the video right here on the screen so you can check it out. Alright guys, that will be all for today. Please, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, maybe even subscribe, and hit that little bell to get notifications for every time I post a new video. RDJ Criff out.